So we start this episode out with a decently big trade as we're going to be trading off Hunter Henry to the Indianapolis Colts for a 4th-round pick, a 30-year-old superstar 80 overall tight end who really just hasn't played a whole lot of meaningful snaps. He has played snaps, but we don't really get the ball to him too much. He blocks, but he's not like the best. And I feel like with him needing a contract, we can at least get some value now from a team that is competing. As you can see, they were one of the top draft picks there. Well, in a bad way, if you will, one of the worst draft picks. But yeah, not a bad start to this one, getting a 4th-round pick for a guy that we were about to lose in the offseason. And we're going to be bringing on Mo Ali Cox to play backup. He's got good run block, okay speed. He is on the older side as well, but just a backup anyways. But yeah, on to the important stuff. The Jaguars and the Ravens are coming up in this episode. We have the Browns and Falcons results. We won by 3 against the Browns. We won by 14 against the Falcons. Very close one against Cleveland. And then at halftime, Atlanta kept it pretty close, and then we pulled away in the second half. Obviously, the defense has been really, really good so far for us. And offense, it seems like we take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. Can't really say the other way because we are still having a more positive season than negative. But yeah, that pass game, just too many interceptions, unfortunately. We keep throwing those damn things. And here it is, the Jaguars. We do have a storyline this time, press conference. Time to take a look at the players of the week. Lamar Jackson and Adam Thielen. Chris Jones and Shaq Thompson, 2 from the Panthers. Adam Thielen over 200 receiving. Lamar Jackson, 3 rushing touchdowns is up there. 4 sacks for Chris Jones. Definitely a great game, without a doubt. Take a look at our roster. In case you're new to the team, new to this series, welcome. This is the squad. We are developing a young and up-and-coming team. We look pretty good, although we still have other issues to replace. Left tackle, I think, is fine. It's just Blackwell is injured. We have right guard to replace, center to replace, and then wide receiver, we'll see. Javon Baker's been decent, but he obviously still needs to develop anyways. And then we look over at the defensive side of the ball, some other options that might need to come up. Potentially safety. Gamble, I think, is going to start the rest of the season, though, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the squad. But yeah, not a bad start to Season 2. As you could see, we are 6-0, and we have a press conference storyline. Let's take a look at this one real quick. They're talking about our take on how successful our play calling has been. Oh, Lord. Let's focus on defense. What's the question going to be? It's going to be one of those, do you know about this and that? What do they say? Defensive red zone success. Tell us that a good team holds. Is your team higher or lower than that? Higher. Nah, that's like 3. I should have said lower. I knew it, dude. Well, we didn't get any boosts. We also didn't technically get any downs, if you will. It's downs. I don't know why I said it like that. But let's take a look at the Jaguars real quick. That press conference just threw me off. Quad tear for Eric Armstead, and our left tackle is out for 1 more week. So who's really got it worse? Obviously them, but that's beside the point. Depth chart, let's take a look at this Jaguars roster, see what's changed, what hasn't. Quarterback obviously has not. Trevor Lawrence is still looking pretty damn good. Deep accuracy's lacking a little bit, but everything else is, that of a damn near elite quarterback. Travis Etienne, super speedy, one of the fastest running backs in the league. Very good, 90-some overall. Then we look over at wide receivers. Seeing some regression from Kirk, but Gabe Davis looks pretty decent. And, of course, Brian Thomas higher on the list because he's one of those day 1 starter guys. I'd probably have Brian Thomas at 1, Gabe at 2, Kirk at 3. That seems like the smartest thing to do, but that's their prerogative. Evan Ingram looks great, and he always causes problems. Left tackle solid, left guard's decent. Center's pretty solid, especially for a rookie. Sheriff is definitely regressing, but he's still solid. And then right tackle is really good, who is progressing. Trayvon Walker, what's his power move? 80 power move versus maybe 86 block shed, so more of a block shedding type, which is interesting. Josh Hines Allen, decent block shed, really good finesse move. DT Mason Smith is developing nicely with his 90 finesse move, seemingly 90-91 block shed, a really good player there. Aluakun's still going strong. Devin Lloyd is getting better, and then Casey Green is probably the wrong scheme. Maybe they blitz him a lot, I don't know. Tyson Campbell's a great corner number 1. Bacon is a rookie. He's got potential, 6'3", 77 overall. Tracy Garner, another rookie at number 3. They knew what their problems were. They went right after it. Cisco's a great free safety, and then Amani Hooker is not a bad strong safety. But looking at that team, obviously they have a little bit of firepower, a little bit of talent on the defense, but the offense is definitely what scares me the most. They say they run the ball well, so I'm going to go with their analysis. And then we're going to attack the medium throwing game. I think their D-line is going to be a problem, and we want to try and get rid of that ball quickly and avoid sacks, pressures in general. And before we head into game 1 of this episode, ironically enough, Mr. Kyle Duggar has an upgrade. Probably should get that zone coverage upgrade, upped, but at this point in his career, it's a little too late for that. 1 to block shed, 2 to man coverage. I mean, he plays a little bit of man. Why not? You're not going to save his zone coverage, so that's kind of irrelevant. Looking at the stats on the season, Ramondre Stevenson, 4 touchdowns, almost 600 yards rushing. 20-plus yard runs, though. Not really that high, 3. So a lot of consistency in our run game. And not a lot of breakaway runs, but maybe even more frustrating for a defense. You get a breakaway run, you're like, okay, if we limit that, we'll be able to stop the guy. Not Ramondre. You can limit those long runs all you want, but he's still cracking off 4 to 7 per run, and that's just not a game plan that, usually works out. But what can you do? He's just so hard to tackle. Obviously, a little dreary-ish. I don't know if rain really affects either team. I think both teams have a great offense. It's really going to be down to the defenses to try and make a big play happen, take the ball away, force punts. How much of that will we see today, though? That's the big question, as it looks like they're going to get their first chance at it, as it looks like we're going to be receiving them. No, okay, I guess that was just jokes. We were, got you. We're not returning the ball, silly. We just showed you where you should stand, And, of course, Beasley is back in. I didn't really even think about that. The rookie. And speaking of the rookie, Gamble coming in. And I don't know if that was the guy that got hit. I don't think it was. It looked like a linebacker there. Just a special teams blocker. Going to be on the sideline now. Because of him stealing the thunder, we don't even know what Trevor Lawrence's numbers are. That's so disappointing. Oh, we outran the freaking tackle. But unfortunately, Kirk's going to be wide open. Breaking tackles, juking players, and getting 20 yards on the first catch of the game. Not our best work on the very first play. Little motion, is that our job? Okay, he's not going to do it anyways. Jelani can't get there, and Ojulari was in a good spot. Great job by Peppers, but it's still going to be 7 yards on the ground. But Ojulari was in a great spot, and he cut back in. Of course, Travis Etienne talked him up big before the game, averaging 3.0 yards per carry or less in that last game, even though he had those 2 touchdowns. Little bit of a better start here. Let's move everyone in a little bit. Gamble is on the running back, which we're going to overrun slightly, but open up the lane for our guys to come in. Unfortunately, he breaks off all the tackles, gains 5 and the first down. Free off the edge comes the rookie. Disgusting. See if they're actually going to run it or not. They will, and Gamble does a great job. Someone kind of steals his thunder. He gains a yard on it because of it. Let's go Uche. The pressure has been kind of a lackluster thing for us lately. And outside there, we're not going to get there. Good tackle, but a first down again. Oh, they're going to run the ball over there, and what a tackle. The fullback couldn't get out in front, and Jelani Tavai saves a big play. Shift everyone over. Marte Mapu. They're going to run the ball again. And he's still going, breaking every tackle in sight for the first down. We strung it out, nothing really to talk about. Hey, we're going to make a good play here. It's going to be a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. And somehow Etienne breaks off of every tackle for the first down. That is a little ridiculous. Nick Cross is coming in. I don't know if Jabril got injured, but the depth of this safety unit is showing up in full force right now. And we're not going to get over there. Don't know why we tried to pick the ball off when we were out of position. Mapu going to take Etienne down, but not until the 2-yard line. Running that blitz. Let's go Uche. Spin move not going to work. Back at the end zone, and close call, no cigar. Touchdown Jaguars on their first drive. Picked up the blitz with ease. And unfortunately, Jabril slightly out of range for Evan Ingram, who will score. Thornton on the return. Lead block from Harper. Not bad, actually. Gets it all the way to the 33-yard line. Drake May. Going to be going out there for the first time today. A lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards, but also the picks have been climbing a little bit. 16 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Still over 2 touchdown to pick ratio percentage, which is fair enough. Not technically a rookie anymore, but still going to get that rookie treatment almost, if you will. Not all his fault, he's still young. As Ramondre makes it happen for 14. We're going to run this ball. You know what? I actually do want to run the stretch this way. Yeah, I felt pretty good about the blocking. As Ramondre falls forward for another big gain of maybe 15. With ease goes the run game. I mean, let's make him stop it. How about let's make him stop the run game? Let's make them stop this run game. 7 yards gain. Last week, 95 yards. Only 13 carries, so really good averages. 2nd and 3 now. Could still run the ball even again if we really wanted to. But I also like the throw, which will leave Ramondre wide open for 5. Slant from Polk. Faulkner over the middle of the field. Oh, wide open, and it's going to be swatted. Maybe we should have went a little bit quicker with a touch pass, but either way, that's a really good play by Campbell. So the only thing that sucks about pass placement and accuracy is it's just those types of throws that are hard to hit. There's really no one on Polk, and even though Polk's not that fast, he easily gets that first down. I feel like that linebacker's going to go over to Baker, so this run should be pretty nice. Oh, it's going to be really nice as Ramondre fights all the way to the 2. Their run defense looks terrible so far, as kind of expected. I don't want to lose Ramondre's in the zone, but I also still really believe in this play working. And yeah, it will work, as that is a methodical drive for the touchdown to tie this one up. Marte trying to get out there, doesn't need to, as Uche is going to chase him down, slows him down, and Ojulari finishes at 3rd and 10. Jawan Bentley, deep over the middle. I saw it, but I couldn't drop back. And Thomas, showing off the speed, is going to score 32-yard from the 72-yard touchdown, excuse me, for the game's probably biggest play. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat that. Massive touchdown on what seems to be the post. Both safeties just too shallow. Can't defend the end zone, and that will be a very quick answer back. Harper not going to be on the return. He's the guy I want to return it because Thornton, they're both fast, but Thornton is a little less agile but bigger to block. And now he's going to need pain blockers as he is injured. But we had a good drive leading up. Why not go for another one? Going to throw it to Baker, who will actually get a nice block. A nice couple of blocks. Look at the speed. All the way to the 49-yard line in a flash for the first down. Hip pointer for Taekwon should be fine. Gonna go with that play action. See if we get that crosser. Oh, and it tricks him. Crosses field. Polk all the way to the 31. Trying to set our feet, and for some reason it just didn't. But the throw gets there. It's a first down. But I will say, for a moment, with how open he was, I was thinking touchdown. Not gonna happen, though, with a throw like that. And stepping up, and it's gonna be picked! I genuinely... What is that angle? Caden Wallace isn't going to catch him. I don't know what that angle is. Drake May's not going to catch him either. I genuinely did not think he was going to get to that. I really did not think he had a chance. I thought we waited long enough. I tried a touch pass. It didn't go, of course. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. And he gets this. I really did not think he was going to get that. I thought that was going to be a first down and then some. Jacksonville finds itself up 14 points with 5 minutes left in the second. Should have taken that sooner. Come on, Polk. Nice. Good catch. Great throw. Good catch. About first down. Flat cross. Let's see. Why not? Play action on 2nd and 1. As long as we don't get sacked, it should be a fair enough play. And that is open. Not a great throw, but dropped by Douglas. That was catchable. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a great throw, but that was a catchable pass without a single of a doubt. As easily will Ramondre break tackles for the first down. Maybe we're going in a little too hard on this pass game. Let's start to run the ball a little bit, slow it down, especially if we can try to get this. Oh, I thought we were going to get caught there. Oh, Ramondre's still going. 13, 14 yards, but that's coming back. Yeah, if we can get this last second score, waste all that clock. Not too bad, down 7. The rookie tight end, Trey Faulkner, is the culprit. I'm going to take that drag, and that throw is terrible to Polk. Tap at his chest like, yeah, we know. It was obviously your fault. What do you... You think anyone was blaming anyone else? As Ramondre will not get the block, and we're going to lose a yard. That's insane that Cole Strange didn't knock him out. Aluakun just cooked us alive there. Just a speed faster for Strange. And I was about to throw it. That's a fumble. Good recovery. I was about to throw it on that in. Didn't have the time to do it. That's going to be a sack. I mean, there's no one open just yet. I was anticipating it. Kind of stepped up a little bit, maybe too early. Anticipating the post or the deep in. And obviously they got there before we had a chance. Can we get in there? Try to swat. Oh, Marte. Get out there, Gamble, please. Little motion. Oh, what a play. Ojulari, and he fumbles the ball. Recovered by Ojulari. There's no way he just cooked that hard on his own. He had to be down, surely. Of course, dude. That was such a great play. I wonder how the ball came out then if he was on the ground. Ground force fumble. Look at Ojulari, though. Takes him down, I guess, bit his forearm to the ground. Are they going to show us snagging it? Nope. Finding ourselves in a little bit of a hole here against, you know, a sleeper team. Oh, here we go. Peppers, and we can't get there in time. There's no way this turns into a huge play, and it does. 15 yards on a screen that we read. We got picked up running in there, and they just said, yeah, don't worry about it. Well, it'll be over soon. Oh, that could be picked. Good defense. Holds on anyways. Brian Thomas, 2 for 85. Obviously, the majority of that is on that 73-yarder that I called a 32-yarder, apparently. Barmore, not making a play. Try to swat because we weren't going to get there. Thank you. But I'd say somebody, Roberson, the rookie, with the sack. But say somebody get there, finish the play. Not going to call a timeout just yet. If we make another really good play here, I will. But other than that, I'm not going to. I'm not going to slow time for them. Although they could easily afford the timeouts. And we're all over that. It could be a sack again, and it will be. Now, obviously, we call a timeout. Knocking themselves out of field goal range here. Goduce could be another screen, but we can pull off if we have to. Not going to happen. And, wow, nobody on that curl route. Obviously, we're playing the safety, you know, playing the end zone. Don't give him a free play for the touchdown, but at the same time, we basically gave him a free field goal with that. Oh, well, 1:15 in the second with a timeout. Could make something happen, especially if we block the kick, which we can't. Field goal's up and good. It's going to be a 24-7 halftime game. 1:15 to try to close it, but even if we get a touchdown, unless they have a fumble 6, pick 6 right before halftime themselves, this is like the first deficit, a true deficit we've seen in a while, as Isaiah Bolden's going to be on the return. Oh, what a move. It's not going to matter too much. It's kind of clean, though. Obviously, unfortunately, wait, what is Ramondre? Oh, yeah, I forgot about the freaking screen pass. Couldn't get a yard on a screen pass. Delivering a tough one, and did he hold on to that? Of all the catches to make, drops the other one, but holds on to that one. That was a tough one. Got the deep crosser. And we're going to basically throw this into the dirt. Faulkner was open, but only by a yard or two. The streak was open, but the safety came up. See some verticals. Faulkner, in zone coverage, it looks like. Oh my God, bro. Another miss? I think that genuinely is accuracy, though. And that's a really good catch by Baker. The throw was not easy, but an even better catch. Late throw, dropped it. I don't even mind. Throw that early, you're gaining 5 to 6 yards, tackled inbounds. That's why I try to hold it off as long as possible, try and get something a little bit bigger, a little more worthwhile. And that's a tough one, but that's a great throw, as Douglas will catch that to the 24-yard line. Timing is everything, especially when you miss as many throws as we do. Oh, Drake May. Come on, block him. Yes, Drake May! You could see the way the play that play broke down. If he wasn't going to get off that block, that's a touchdown. A massive scramble out, breakdown touchdown. And I would say you would think this would be, halftime call, but no, most teams have been going for it like mad. 3 timeouts in fairness, but still, especially when you got this kind of look. Good tackle, but from the 41-yard line, they're definitely going to call a timeout. And really, do you blame them? I don't. I'd do the same thing. Hell, we did the same thing in a way. Go route, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They have the timeouts, but I'd prefer to at least play it safe. The worst case scenario is a field goal. You get a touchdown here, that would be devastating. McKenzie. And he gets over there. Ooh, should not have went for the possession there. This will be a likely long field goal. Going out and prevent, and we're going to prevent them from kicking this thing right away with a timeout of our own. All right, it's a bit of a long one. 59 yards. Can they hit it? Maybe we should have went for the return on this, and not really much of a chance, as that would have been good. Just off on the accuracy, so it'll be a 10-point game headed into halftime, but I do believe this is Jacksonville ball. Meaning we still have more ground to cover. We've definitely done a little bit of that, in the late second. But still, not winning and actually down by 2 possessions. Not a place that we're used to being in. Let's take a look at the map of the United States and see who is playing. The Jets versus the Saints. Kind of an unorthodox matchup, if you ask me. Got 2 young quarterbacks starting off 2-4 against each other. It's going to be a 7-0 start for the Jets, basically entering halftime. Then you stay on that side of the country, and Baltimore is winning 21-3 at halftime. This looks like a runaway game. Chicago staring down 2-5. Then you have the Texans for the Bills versus the Bills over there as well. The Bills winning the game. Both teams about 500. Pretty big game for the Bills winning that one, as Houston will drop below 500 as well. Could potentially be a direct competitor in that wild card round for seeding. So they would have that tiebreaker in that situation. Drake May with the scramble. One of the only highlight plays for us of this game, realistically, is they have, obviously, Brian Thomas showing off all that speed, getting a massive touchdown of 73 yards, making our safeties really look replaceable. But as far as we want to do, I think you keep throwing a medium, and I say you keep defending medium as well. And this ball will be kicked into orbit. Bolden on the return, as we still have a Tyquan Thornton injury. Not a great return, but maneuvering well. Get the crosser from Faulkner. The zig from the slot. Faulkner is open. It's a great throw. Catches him in stride for a massive gainer down to the 41-yard line. Everyone manned up. Single high safety. Not a whole lot of support. That's kind of what happens. You got to say, ooh, Lord. What a catch, though. You got a superior being. The tight end's the alien. He's not really, to be fair. He's not bad. Not bad for a rookie at all. And that could be a touchdown. We'll just take, we'll take yards in fairness. To the 18-yard line with that kind of pressure, we'll take the catch. All that time me saying, I believe they get the ball at halftime, and they don't. It was us. But it's smart to play like you don't get the ball at half, right? That's not too bad. Oh, huge hit. 6 yards for Ramondre. Going to be running this ball to the left side. And Ramondre, even though he's fighting his hardest, can't get the yard. And they're saying to go for this. I don't know. This Jaguars defense is no joke. I think you get your points. You cut that deficit. You make them worry a little bit. They're no longer safe. That's my thinking. It's my thought process. Now, if they get a touchdown or a field goal, I feel like a moron, but that's beside the point. 2nd and 10 on the corresponding drive. Okay, we got a lot going on here. We're late to the running back. Oh, wow, there's a clear out. Try to hit stick him, and Brian Thomas just bounces it off. 5 for 133, a big game for him so far. Yeah, we cleared out in the middle there. We went to our guy. We had the outside, and just nobody was there. And McKenzie, speaking of, he gets beat, but he has the recovery, and he just doesn't look for the ball. It's like he was operating like a second or two behind the guy he was covering. The guy sat down, he chases him down, and for some reason just doesn't go. That's a pretty good throw over the middle. And there goes Thomas again, who breaks the tackle and scores. We hesitated because we thought that he had a grab on him. Didn't want to run back, past him. I wanted to help with the double team, but he just let him go immediately. He's so slippery. Like, how are we not bringing him down, especially Jelani Tavai? Hey, Harbor gets a chance. Down 14, we could use any spark we could get. And that is a negative spark. That's the kind of spark you get when you didn't realize the gas was running. You gone. You're a goner. Douglas in motion. We're not even going to get that throw off, are we? We are not. Well, we do, but not close to the guy. Can Douglas give him the shinny? Maybe. That's a lot. Oh, that's a stupid play. Thankfully, he swatted it and not picked it. All right, Baker, you're kind of my main look. Polk will take a look at it, obviously. I mean, there's a couple of guys in here that look good. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, that's not tough at all. Cisco's just, like, napping. Huge first down. I mean, at this rate, with the clock situation, you kind of need every drive to result in a score, and that score needs to be 7. Kill him. Nice move, but did knock us back significantly. 4-yard gain, though. Don't know if I would say we lost or won, but we won more than we lost, if that makes any sense. Oh, I didn't see that guy come up. And Faulkner with the weirdest catch for no reason at all. It's going to remain 3rd and 6. I feel like they're on the screen. I think we're going to run this ball. And Ramondre is going to fight super hard, but he's going to be inches. This could literally be the game right here. We are going to go to Pat Ricard, needing inches. And he will get that with ease. Beautiful play for 3. I mean, I'm not saying this is like our version of the tush push, but like most teams by now should kind of know what's going to happen when we're going heavy with him in there. No one on Bell. Wide open on the sideline, switching hands for the stiff arm to the 10-yard line. Not a defender in sight. It's looking like a blitz to me, so we're going to go slant. Not really open, and we try to take off. We gain nothing. We lose 2. And even though this is probably zone, they're playing off on Polk, so I got to hike this for the corner. That's a tough one. It would have been, I don't know, Cisco would have been on that. It would have been a tough catch. 3rd and 12, we really need to set something up here. Like, this needs to be a manageable 4th down if it's not going to be a first down on its own. Although there's not really a first down to have. And that's a terrible throw. Ramondre bouncing off of everything. That time, maybe a downside. I just don't think a field goal does anything for you here, you know? Got that comeback route from Polk. I don't hate this. I mean, I got to just throw it up, and I can't. They bring the blitz. Nobody gets off their press, and it's a turnover on downs. Like, the players that were pressed were literally pressed right into the ground. Faulkner gets nothing. Polk gets nothing. The short in is not open, and it's a disaster from the get-go. We were outplayed on that snap by a lot. It's still not over, but it is not looking good. It's getting worse and worse. Oh, there we go. Gambled at a 2. I mean, we were just relentless. I was like, hey, we either get the running back down or we get the quarterback. We're going to go for both. Helps that we timed that snap really, really well. 2nd and 15 after that one, too. Try to swat. He's in trouble. Safety. That's why I didn't go for the field goal. You know, we get the ball back. It's 2 points, not 3, but it's still good. What the hell is this? Is this an eligible ball? What is going on? Illegal kick to the 40-yard line. I mean, that really didn't change much then, did it? Should go to the 50 automatically. Didn't really think about that safety punt, did you? We're going to take that shot. Baker! End zone call! We're back in the game. I'm not really even sure if a 2-point helps us anywhere, but I'm going to do it. Should have taken that. Yeah, that's going to be an empty ball pretty much. Sticks at 6. They do get a nice start. It's a 2nd and 3 from the 37-yard line. They're wasting clock. We're out there. Oh, but nobody's out on guess who? Good hit by McKenzie, but that will be a massive first down to the 47. Can run some man coverage, but usually pretty good for us. Oh, it's a screen. And we're not going to get out there. Oh, no. Huge hit, but a massive first down. Yeah, that 2-point conversion looks really damn dumb right now, let me tell you. Although I guess it kind of isn't, right? You kind of had to go for 2 no matter what. Oh, can't get there. Nice hit by Roberson, but that's still 6. Yeah, I guess we needed the 2-point conversion no matter how you look at it. You probably want it for the morale last second. Because in this situation, they get a field goal and they're feeling like the game's over. Oh, we're there. We do make it a 3rd and 2. It's something. So we need 2 stops, basically. 1 here and 1 a little bit. Bring players in. I want to press, and we're just not doing it. We overran it. Can't get there, and can't deny them. That's more clock wasted. They got their receivers out like they're going to throw this. But it wouldn't make any sense. They can kind of just get away with running the ball out and kicking a field goal. Okay, I didn't know he was being tricked. Can't get there, and I guess when it's going to work, why not run it? But I suppose that doesn't really change much, right? We need to stop somewhere. We just didn't get it on this drive. And we get a nice hit on that with that run commit. No 2-point for them either. 12-point game, 2-2-2 left. We need to score. We need to save those timeouts. Unless we're feeling lucky with that onside kick. Harper. Try to make something happen. Didn't really have it. Go 4 vert. See if anyone wants to loosen up. Don't have the most athleticism. The tight end's open. It's a pretty good throw. Down to the 47. Not going to be able to hike this before the fourth 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, which is obviously the clock dwindling down here a bit. Field goal does absolutely nothing for us, so no matter what we do, this will be a touchdown drive. And we overthrew him. Almost catchable. Maybe got happy feet a little bit, but it'll happen to the best of them. That's a really good route and dropped because Tyson just knocks it down. I mean, what can you actually do there? That's just perfect coverage. They're playing off on Polk enough. That's a tough one, and once again, perfect coverage. Bacon. I know what I'll be having. All right, here it is for basically all the marbles. And he overthrows him. I don't know if that was my fault or not, but we have been missing throws all game long, and that is not technically over, but in all reality will be the game. The first loss of the season. All right, they're going to be trying to throw this ball here. Drag route. That is a good defensive play, but obviously it's still going to put them in a spot that, I mean, I think you got to squeeze block. I think you got to get something significant here, you know? But it's still going to force us to waste one of those timeouts, is what I was going to say. The punt is not great. A lot of pressure maybe caused that. I mean, we're not going to give up, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, the chances are very slim. We don't really have many home run plays in us. As Ramondre actually shows off speed to get that first down and out of bounds. Flood, this route doesn't really work. The corner just, it always gets covered. Yeah. Oh, what is that, bro? I touch pass, and once again, it just doesn't go. It's the only thing I hate about placement and accuracy. The touch pass is just a disaster. Want the touch pass over him, and every time it's a bullet. Well, yeah, now it's officially over. It was already looking pretty bad, but we will drop our first game of the season against the 4-2, now 5-2 Jacksonville Jaguars, and ultimately will allow us to no longer be undefeated. I would imagine the last undefeated team. Brian Thomas was absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what's going on with our coach, but looked like he dipped his beard in like honey or something. Unfortunately, dropping our first game of the season, but obviously we still had highlight moments in this one. We still had the good, even though there was a lot of bad. Run game, I mean, Stevenson, I mean, look at the fight on that. As you can see, they had a pick six. I mean, they did a lot of things on defense that were good. And unfortunately, like we said, first game dropped. Take a look at the numbers. Obviously, Drake made a completion percentage 51%. A lot of pressure, a lot of great coverage for one. And some picks. I thought we threw 3, to be fair, so not as bad as I thought. Rushing, obviously, Drake May had a big run, and then Stevenson was decent. But when it's all said and done and we needed to pass the ball, we just couldn't. Brian Thomas, the opposite of that. He had all the success in the world with 2 touchdowns as well. ETN, 72 yards. Baker, 113 yards. Usually not a guy that gets his name in lights, so the fact that he did tells me that some of the other guys are kind of struggling to get open in this one. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, we had sacks for both sides. Believe it or not, we actually had more sacks, so really no, excuse. Unfortunately, we just lose. Sometimes the other team is just better, and that's exactly what happened in this one. That game, they were better than us. We talked about their offense being great, but it honestly was their defense. We talked about who can make the stops, who can take the ball away. It was them. And usually it's us, but no, in this one, it was absolutely them. Let's take a look if we had any storylines. Probably not, as this was just a bad one. National focus, which, I mean, there's a lot of questions about what we want to do with that. What position is the biggest need? I would argue safety still is really up there. Linebacker, maybe, is Mapu. His ceiling is not the greatest. What is he, 25 already? 25 is a 75 overall, maybe looking at 77 overall at the very best at the end of the season at 26, so maybe look at a replacement there. Obviously, Jawan Bentley isn't the youngest guy anymore, and Beasley's there as well. Edge wouldn't hurt. O-line maybe is our route. Maybe want to go tackle. Maybe, I think tackle is probably our number one, so that's going to be our national focus is tackle. I don't really want like an interior lineman to play tackle because those guys usually don't play super well. I know Blackwell's decent for us, but we're going to go with our main focus being tackle, which left tackle is one of the strengths for the nation. The Ravens are injury list, which thankfully we actually joined them on that list. Here are the Ravens. They actually have a pretty good backup quarterback, too. They know that things could get dicey. Unfortunately, he's not really that fast, so building a whole scheme around speedy, mobile quarterbacks and then not drafting one when you're going to draft one seems a little weird. But obviously, super accurate, great stuff. Deep accuracy is not that great, but still, that's fine. Derrick Henry still going strong. Oh, maybe not. That speed is way lower than I thought it was going to be. Then we look over at the wide receivers. Zay Flowers is getting better and better. Bateman, he's still kind of in purgatory where he's good, not great. Tutu Atwell at number 3 is a new face. Tez Walker should be their, number 2, number 3 kind of guy, in my opinion, but they're not going to use him. Maybe have a little height on offense for once? No. Besides Mark Andrews, obviously going really strong. Isaiah Likely, I thought he was going to be a little bit better for them, but not the case. Ronnie Stanley, still one of the best left tackles in the game. Left guard's iffy. Center's one of the best centers in the game. Right guard is a 6'8" Daniel Falele. I did not know that was a thing. Interesting. Rosengarten not really getting developed too much. Madabike, though, look at him go. 94 overall. Sam Williams, kind of the wrong scheme, buddy. DT, Michael Pierce is still here. And then looking at left outside linebacker, is this supposed to be a 3-4? I mean, this is really weird. Is it a 3-4? Like, what are we doing here, dude? I don't even know. But they're kind of all over the place. Wiggins not really developing super well. Marcus Williams, he's looking okay. Kyle Hamilton, one of the best to do it in the game right now. And then Tucker, obviously, really accurate stuff. Here we are looking at the Baltimore Ravens when we're about to do our strategy. You can see that their points per game are great. They don't turn the ball over, and their run game is great. They do not pass the ball well, though. So I'd say if you're going to defend the pass, it's the short game. I would say this is a tough one because obviously Henry's an inside runner. You have the read option risk of Lamar on the outside, though. So I guess the QB scramble in general is going to be our main focus, and then attacking them, we're going to go right after, I don't know what you go after, because it says they suck at run defense, but I don't see how when you got a guy like Pierce, Matabike, and these linebackers they've got. So I'm going to listen to it, but I truly think this might be one where the scouts got it wrong. Mike Onwenu, who only recently returned from injury, has got himself an upgrade point. We're going to go with pass protector. Doesn't actually upgrade his overall, but that is his kind of biggest needs. 3 to regular pass block, 2 to pass block finesse. Didn't make him go up in overall, but those are literally the upgrades I wanted, so I'm happy with it. You know, do whatever. You keep your overalls. I don't care. You can keep them. Trent Beasley, another guy that came back from injury recently. Field General has always been a really good upgrade for linebackers, so that's what we're going to be doing here. And 3 to zone coverage, 1 to block shed, 1 to man coverage is beautiful stuff. Looking really good in coverage. Maybe we do need to go with block shedding, run stopper stuff, if you will. And then Jelani Tavai, kind of the last of that group. Already a really good coverage guy. I mean, his block shedding's not bad either, to be fair. I'm going to stay with coverage, because even though I haven't seen speed upgrades really at all, I feel like that's, where you would get them, right? Maybe. Man coverage up 2, that's, his biggest need, in fairness, as an off-ball. And then Antonio Gibson, I mean, it probably doesn't matter too much. He's an elusive back. That's, on the aging part. Comes in, makes a couple of plays here and there, but for the most part, it's really the Stevenson show. Sunday night primetime, the Patriots versus the Ravens. We've definitely come a long way. This is a game that you probably wouldn't, over the last, maybe 5 seasons, really put on primetime, I don't feel. But now it is a matchup between 2 really high potential, likely high-seeded AFC competitors. You have the 6-1 New England Patriots versus the Baltimore Ravens, who are 5-2. I love this atmosphere. The environment's great. The weather seems pretty good, like it'll hold up. And, of course, it should be a good night of football. Of course, the big problem, though, is can we stop this run game? We've been pretty good against the ground, but we have not played against a quarterback like Lamar Jackson really all season. We've played against a couple of mobile guys, but not guys with the speed that he has. He has truly elite speed. And even though we're going to be focusing on containing the quarterback scramble in the first half, it could still be a problem. And, of course, we're going to get a feel for that right away as they're going to be kicking this thing off to start it out. We're going to get the ball at halftime, which hopefully isn't a situation where we're losing by a bunch, as we're going to swallow up that special teams play right away. And Lamar Jackson's going to come out here, touchdowns, yards, maybe not that high in the pass game, but also the turnovers should be pretty low. So we'll see what they've got going on. 9 touchdowns, 0 picks, 1,364 yards. So, yeah, I mean, kind of what we expected. All right, let's keep a lot of players up to the line of scrimmage in case they decide to run, which they probably will. It's not going to be a run. It's actually going to be a short throw over the middle, as Zay Flowers is going to get a freebie. Are we falling into the trap? Give up a few, 8 or 9 yards and then blitz on 2nd and 1, and then they hit us deep? I guess not. They're actually going to run the ball. We can't get to him. Pretty good blocking. Gamble. Great tackle. Keaton Mitchell with a nice run of 6. Don't know where Derrick Henry is. There he is. I don't know why I asked. Why did I feel the need to summon him? I wouldn't be able to tell you. Spin move. Not going to happen. Oh, wow. What a hit. Zay Flowers, though, back-to-back catches in the pass game. This is going to be a long night. A lot of runs, read option. They're going to actually hand it off to Henry, who gains 2. First real chance to get off the field here. 3rd and 4. Got a lot of players up. Just takes... Oh, it's going to be a screen. We're not going to get out there. That's going to be the easiest first down you could ever ask for. Keaton Mitchell gains the first down with ease. All about that short game. We knew it would be, but yet here we are letting it win. Can we get over there? Jelani, and there you go. A loss of 3 for Derrick Henry, who has obviously lost a step. He's still an X factor. Still got great breakaway, like break tackles. But yeah, he is not really that guy when it comes to trying to get those breakaway runs. And that could be picked off. It will be. Jelani Tavai is going to make Lamar throw his first pick of the season. He threw it right at us. I don't even know if we took the ball away one time last week, let alone the first quarter, let alone the first drive. As Faulkner, oh wow, that spin sucked. We gained 3 last week, 62 yards. That's not bad for a tight end. I still do sort of feel bad, though, for Hunter Henry. Let's see what we got. And, I mean, he runs in, but he doesn't go for the running back. He just runs right at us. How does one read that, would you surmise? I personally don't know. You got to take it. It's a tough throw. It's a little behind, and that's going to be picked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do there. I don't think we did anything wrong there. I genuinely just think he underthrew him. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. But I genuinely think that's all that was. It was just an underthrow. It was tough because we're on the run. It's tough because it's a long throw. And it's just simply put, too tough of a throw for us to make. So, add it to the list of how many interceptions we've had lately. I suppose somewhat of an arm punt. Sort of, not really. Get out of the way. See, now I can't do anything, and now you're not there, and Andrew's running down the field to the 11 unchecked. Get the F out of the way of the pass rushers. They literally just sit on the line. They don't move. It's so easy. Gonna waste a lot of clock here, too. Oh, Lamar runs right into the arms of Ojulari, who will welcome him. And why the hell wouldn't you? Free statistics are great. I'm going to be contained but still pinching, trying to make Lamar feel comfortable. And then he tries to run, and we've got him. Oh, we don't got the tight end, though. And not bad. I mean, he didn't finish the play, but only a 2-yard gain with Lamar Jackson scrambling on a breakdown is pretty impressive. We also got a really good push as well, so it wasn't even just like we sold out for the scramble. We actually kind of got to him as well. Could have forced him back in. Wasting all that clock yet again. They're wasting every bit of it into the corner. That's going to be a touchdown. You could argue that was our job, but I think inside middle was also getting open. Yeah, you can see the type of route that was. That was 100% getting open. Eh, maybe it wasn't. He didn't really run that sharp. Yeah, maybe I should have went out there. Well, that sucks. Harper is going to get a chance to return it. Tyquan Thornton, glad to see him back and healthy. Although, terrible block. Oh my god, we died. So, go back to the bench. I don't care. I really wish we can get... I mean, I guess this is sort of across the middle. Why not? Bell's pretty open. That's going to be another underthrow. Once again, don't get me wrong. It's a tough throw. It's a long one, but please lead that ball in there. As Ramondre is going to get some sort of run there. Look at him go, turning that into 13. Let's stop messing around. Just run the damn ball, would you? We're going to run it away from the tight end. As Ramondre gets only a yard. And I don't give a damn. I'm going to run this ball. Nice cut. Nice fight, but only gets 3. Stick isn't great for like 5 or 6 yards, but you can get that from this, so I'm going to run that. Tight end's open. They sold out for the blitz. I cannot believe how slow our tight end is. And, man, nothing's been guaranteed. I'm punting this ball. The Ravens have looked really bad on offense, too. We just kind of let them off the hook a little bit. 2 yards is not guaranteed for us. And that is the sad damn truth. To the 11 is a pretty good punt. If it was 4th and 1, I think I go for it. I think I give Pat Ricard the ball. Ironically enough, against his former team. Be lovely to get a touchdown for him this game. And we're going to hugely pop him, but it's still going to be 7. 2-2 Atwell gets absolutely hammered. He's slow to get up, but he is back in on this next play. Creeping as I feel run. And they waste every bit of clock possible. Oh, that's going to be a bad play for them. Teamwork tackle is going to make them lose a bunch. 3rd and 7. Yeah, Derrick Henry is not a guy that should still be on their team. He is a detriment, not a help. Trying to make it happen. Swim move works. We pressure him. And one-on-one, we do enough. It'll be 4th and 1. I think that'll be a punt. I think you run safe man, though. And then you bring Cross back. I don't think you need Cross in there, so Cross can take out any free rusher. And he just doesn't go for him. Nice. But hey, that punt didn't seem so bad after all, huh? Not open, but open enough. Faulkner, not great after the catch. Fights for a few, though. Little motion for Douglas. Faulkner could still be our read. I'm going to go to Douglas early, who will get absolutely obliterated for 8. I think the way they're lined up here, I'm going to hand this off no matter what. Yeah, I kind of saw that. I don't know if they were anticipating read, but there wasn't really much of a read there. Go route Polk, double move for Faulkner. That's a overthrown ball, and Faulkner saves a pick. Playing DB. What a play. Play of the game so far, to be honest. Call it crazy, call it what you want. Anything but the truth, you're just calling it wrong. I don't know why I threw that, and that doesn't matter. Yep. Don't know why I threw that. I don't know why I threw that. I thought predetermined, 10 yards off. Smoke screen, I gain 5, and I just sold. Simply put, genuinely overthinking it. We got to get back to basics. Back to basics. I don't care. Okay, we're just going to change. Fair enough. For a second, I thought we were just going to let him go. Oh, wow, we just got smoked. First down to Zay Flowers. We're overthinking it. The game is still young. Just relax. Take the open man. Run the ball when you can. We'll get back into this. It's only 7 points. On the running back. I could be picked, and it's not going to be. But knocked out, though, by Gamble. Good play. Huge play, someone would argue. Jelani in the press. Or just not. Oh, no. Gonzalez, please. Yeah, let's dive. Let's take a dive. Let's not put our hands up for the swat. Let's just take a damn dive. Great job, dude. Russell Gage just cooked you. You're an X factor, man. Oh, that's painful. Takes a dive, brother. Like, can you genuinely not play the ball when it's in the air as a DB? If you're not going to jump it for a pick, is it just automatically, like, in the receiver's hands no matter what? Oh, come on, Harper. Because I'll tell you what, it sure as hell feels that way. They're playing the perimeter pretty hard here, so I'm not going to go with that sweep. I'm just going to run. I don't really like the options there. I didn't know Roquan was going to get around him. I thought we had more yards to go. Wheel mash, actually one of my favorite plays. You usually get somebody open. And it's going to be Douglas. Wanted to get all the way around that edge. Didn't have the speed. Try to get as much back as I could. Going for the shot play. We obviously love our rollout right, so we're going to... No, we're not going to flip it because they're best players on that side. And they're going to call false start. Fellas, please. Flipped it because that's what I was going to do, and then I realized they had their best players on that side of the field. Try to reflip it, and they're like, oh, what am I doing? I'm going to hike it. Tight end's pretty open. Faulkner catches it in stride against Roquan and gets a lot of yards. Still early. Still early. I throw it away. Barely got that off. Didn't know what I thought about that out. Very interesting to see Sam Williams playing the interior as a 260-pounder, though. You go to the outside as... we hesitated. It worked out, though, as Ramondre's running for 9. I thought for a second we hesitated too much, but it worked out. It's fair enough. Almost a first down. 2nd and 10, run for 9 is really impressive, especially against the Ravens. Of course, this is the one team that's really ready for the fullback dive because they know this man. Oh, but they don't remember him, apparently, because he bowls through them for the first down. I gotta say, though, Patrick Ricard genuinely feels like a player that is a problem. Wide open, low throw, but that'll be fine. Bouncing off Ramondre for 7. This has been a genuine struggle. Inside, burning Marlon Humphrey, but to the 10 on the dot is going to be hard. You need the end zone, and you don't have extended downs. There's no first down to gain. Tight end's open enough. Tight end's open enough. He's going to dive in for the touchdown. Like I said, relax, play our game, find the open man, throw it to them, and we'll get on the board. We'll be fine. Touchdown, Patriots. Good pocket. Had 2 guys open in the drags. Roquan's struggling with the Roki so far. I do not like success, which is why we are who we are. But the Ravens having success on their first play. Getting to the 42-yard line. Calling a timeout afterwards. Covering both those routes, and Lamar's going to run. Maybe come up. Huge hit by Jelani Tavai. Little surprised to see him take that hit. Of course, clock is going to run. Why wouldn't they? Got plenty of time to score. It's really us that needs it, if anything. Double move, can't beat it, and there's nobody in sight. Straight down the middle of the field, and a massive quick score touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens after we took forever to get down the field. 3 plays, touchdown. So, of course, cover 6. Gamble's not over quick enough. But at the same time, you got Jabril Peppers taking the bait on just plays that don't make any sense. I'm pretty sure McKenzie's supposed to play shallow. Pepper's supposed to cover over top and just doesn't. Gamble is supposed to pick him up, and then, I mean, he's late to this anyways, and then decides to slow down. And just a miscommunication in the secondary, it seems. I mean, I'm not in, like, desperation mode here, but I think you do, with the current situation, try and score. Again. That's going to never work. Needed to buy time by stepping back. Stepping out was the only way to do it. Made the throw impossible. Stepping up would have been likely a sack. And I think you get the clock running a little bit, just in case you don't get it. You set something up here to maybe be able to do something with it, and there you go. Just like we talked about. Just like we talked about. Even coming away with a field goal would be huge. They got 5. Be a little unorthodox to blitz there. Let's go to the tight end, who is wide open. He's having a pretty big game. Stiff arm out of bounds to the 41. Already more yards than last week, and it's only the first half. They kind of lost him on the last 4 verts. Let's see it again. Problem is, I don't know if anyone else would get open. If not... And I think Marlon's beat. Baker has been great on the go ball. That'll be another touchdown. The quick succession touchdowns back-to-back here. We finally have ourselves a little bit of a game. Javon Baker beating their all-pro corner. Now, both teams have shown they can score in a hurry, but I think this will be one of those, okay, no, let's take it easy now type of moments. They're going to run the ball. Obviously, you've got Henry's had a lot of huge runs in his career, but yeah, at his age, you're really asking for a miracle there, and I don't think they were really too worried. I don't think they were too concerned about that. We're really not prepared for this as well. Like, we're prepared for the run, but we're not prepared for a potential go shot. Either way, it'll be a 7-point game at halftime. You know, we're resilient. Made some mistakes. We've kind of cleaned those up a little bit. And we're only going to be down a score going into the second half of the game. Would really love to see the highlight plays because there was some crazy ones back and forth. But first, we're going to look across the league and see what some of these matchups are going to be like. Some probably big division matchups. Seems like there is always one every single week. Get the Lions and the Chiefs, a potential projection for a Super Bowl. And once again, Mahomes is healthy this season. 3-5. Detroit, even though, only at 4-4. Gibbs, he does not run the ball. Either way, yeah, Mahomes and the Chiefs are 3-5. That's crazy. Titans versus Colts, big division matchup here. The Colts making it very easy, 45-14. That is a massive score. I'm going to argue that it's all because of us. That's just how it works. Looking across the rest of the games, though. The Bills and the Jets, the Bills win by 16, and the Dolphins are still slated to play on Monday against the Cowboys. Highlights from this game, Lamar Jackson, a lot of time to throw. There's some crazy plays early, but for the most part, he has been in a clean pocket, really hasn't had to scramble. Russell Gage giving that up is crazy, but only highlight they're going to show. They say to run inside. I mean, it's sort of not really worked. We just haven't really run the ball too much, and then, of course, scramble defense really hasn't been a problem. I think short defense for passing is going to be the go-to as we do get the ball at half. Potentially could tie this one up. On the return is Harper. Very dangerous return man who gets some pretty good blocks. Spin move will always burn. lips pass another to the 40. Some reason Tucker was doing a crying thing, which, I mean, in fairness, he kind of cried about the whole, like, them being on his side of the field thing. I don't know. Try to spin, can't do it. Douglas to the 45-yard line. Drake May with 2 interceptions. We have not played our best game, but we have definitely cleaned things up a little bit, and we're going to only look forward. Not going to worry about the pass. Touchdown ties the game up. Really good cut for Ramondre. He gets a lot of yards. Tries to spin out of it. That would have been insane. To the 31-yard line. A fresh set of downs coming up. Halfback angle. We got ourselves a back in the zone. Let's actually run it anyways. And there goes Ramondre. Kind of just took out an innocent bystander there. The guy was trying to get through a block and just takes one. But hey, we don't have that change of direction. He's in our way. I'm going to just barrel anyone. Let's keep this in the zone if possible. As we're going to run right into the open hole. Not going to do anything too crazy with our power back. We got ourselves a little RPO action. And they're going to read it. So we're going to go for the run. You can't bring him down one-on-one. Trying to hit stick him is just basically hit sticking a brick wall. Hell, brick wall you might have a chance at. Bell into the end zone potentially. And maybe not their best work there. First, not first down, but gained a yard. Not going to get that ability taken out of the zone. I kind of like this RPO a little bit. We'll see what they do with the coverage. They're going to cover him, but I like the outside. One-on-one, and it's not going to be one-on-one. 3rd and 5 run call might have been a little iffy. They're going to say to go for this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go with one of my favorite plays, which is a play that I never really... You know what? I'm going to run the ball again. I just don't think they're respecting the run. And they aren't. As Ramondre will get blown up, but gets the first. I get it, right? It's 3 yards. You may be not expecting the run, but I'm surprised I didn't have a little bit more up there in case. Oh, I didn't know, but it doesn't matter as Douglas scores the touchdown to tie it up. That guy was napping. I genuinely clicked to spin, and I didn't know he was going to stop. Thankfully, it didn't register. Touchdown, Douglas. Got the blitz coming on the wrong side here. Can I get to dial? Barely. Okay, I guess we're going to play coverage instead. Oh, wow, that is a crazy risky ball with 2 players all over him. All right, back on the D-line, Barmore. I've been able to make a couple of plays here and there. That's a nice push, and there goes that stiff arm of Derrick Henry. 7 yards gain. All right. Man coverage again. Barmore, and they're going to go right to Henry. Come on, kill him. Go low. That's all right. Hurdles a little bit to the 46. Big first down, though. And that is not a sign I wanted to see. Thankfully, it's still not the trade deadline, because you can see Uche is going back into the medical facilities. This could be something significant. Of course, we do have a little bit of depth as it stands with Keon White, but I was kind of eyeing up Josh Huff a little bit. I think it was Huff, right? I'm pretty sure. I know I'm saying right, as if you guys seen it. Huge hit, unlikely to hold on. An abdominal tear will not be able to return this game. Uche missing time yet again. Back-to-back seasons now. Keon White's time to shine, maybe steal the starting job back, as he basically, as of right now, has it. Screen pass. Henry takes ages to get out there, but we take even longer to get to him. And that's a bit of a block in the back. I know we kind of initiated it by turning our back towards him, but I don't know. That's a little dicey. He genuinely had it literally all day. We're going to blitz here because we've had no time. He's had all time to throw, and we have no time in the backfield. And that's caused us to really, kind of fall apart here a little bit. And there you go. Jelani Tavai is going to make him lose 7. Let's get Marte over here. We're going to be blitzing with Bentley. Haven't really seen Barmore once again. Trying to get in there. Wasting a lot of clock here. Why not? Barmore. And, of course, the ball is going to get off to Andrews in time, who is going to fight all the way in for inches. That is so harmful that we were so close. Is that Peppers? I'm going to use her Jelani. The running back's hard to throw. And he runs instantly. And we're going to get the sack for Mr. Mapu. All right. They'll probably take the lead back here, but this is a bit of a comeback. At one point, down 14. Trying to dive in. It's Tucker. It's going to be pretty hard to get to him in time, let alone for him to miss. Declined a little bit with his age, but obviously still really good. Maybe not the best right now in the league, but still pretty damn good nonetheless. Harper doing too much. Still gets at 24, though. Polk doesn't really have the speed to beat down the sideline. And there goes Douglas. It's a good throw, and what a catch. Dropped one a little earlier. Made up for it with that one. Start of the fourth quarter, down 3. The Ravens are still sort of in control as Even if we score a touchdown, they can answer back with a touchdown of their own. Let's see what they got for us. Drag. Tight end's looking open, and he straight up drops it. I'm not sure how you just straight up drop the ball like that, but sure. Let's see if we can get our lead blocks. Bouncing it all the way outside. Ramondre showing off some, oh my god, the power. Showing off a little bit of speed. We turned that into 7. Ramondre, 88 on the ground. Ramondre chasing players down there a little bit. See if we can just run this all the way around the left tackle if possible. Nope, we're just going to follow the left tackle if anything. 6 yards, gain for the first down on 3rd and 3. Ironically enough, using our Derrick Henry against their kind of washed up Derrick Henry. Uh-oh. Thankfully, enough speed still, enough stamina to get the yard. Takeaways, they're number 9. Got 2 of them. I mean, I'll attest. I think that they... I really want to run the ball, but I don't think we can. RPO wheel flat. This is tough. Oh, what a little flip. Pat Ricard. Just a little too slow to really turn that into something special. 4 yards gain, though. Little zig from Douglas. I mean, we're just about in field goal range. It's a long kick, though. Quick to Stevenson. Figured if he doesn't get it, which I think he did, he does, with a kick to field goal, but that's irrelevant. Truly not wrong to tell them to shush, because there is nothing to say about him right now. He is just cooking alive. It's a late throw over. Try to spin, didn't get it. 2 yards. And there's no part of me that's like trying to waste the clock or anything like that. I mean, this is just a situation where we got to score. They're in a spot where they're probably going to get the ball back. I should have taken that. Oh, we can't even get that ball off, and that might be out of the zone because we threw it to him. I can't believe it. Isaac is faster than Drake May, though. I truly don't agree with that assessment in really any capacity. And Drake May is going to do something special with his legs again. And he's going to get pretty much the first down, 4th and 1. Oh, this is a decision. Maybe on that one you got to just take the hit. We got Pat Ricard out there again, though. Let's see him. Come on, we need 1. Do we actually just trust Pat Ricard to block? I'd rather have the guy in the zone carry the ball here. There you go. Patrick Ricard with a beautiful block. Nice spin-a-rooney. First down, Ramondre to the 15. And there's really no way for us to waste this clock all the way down and make it the last drive, so I'm just going to try to score if we have a chance. Bell. No, it's Mo Alley Cox, actually, who gets hammered into the head. 3 yards gain. I saw when we pulled him over with that playmaker, I thought it was going to be a touchdown. I thought he was gone. That speed really just not there. Still a few yards gain, though. There goes Faulkner, who drops it. Oh, you can't drop that ball. 3rd and 7 now. As much as this run does look semi-open, I don't trust it. Ah, we forced it. Oh, we were doing so well. Oh, no one's going to get him. Cole Strange, please! No! Trenton Simpson's going to call a game. I don't know why field goal ties it didn't just, like, spike into my head. Yeah, I mean, he was technically the most open, but you just had to hope. What I was hoping was Stevenson was taking that Trenton Simpson out of the play, but he wasn't. And we, of course, had that pressure on the left tackle. I would have had to step up real hard, and the pressure got me, I think. I think that was just ultimately it. Still, though, 3 minutes left. I genuinely can't believe that, though. We got to turn this into a big play. And that's really not going to be one of them. I mean, you see the way they're playing defense there. I was just like hoping something massive was going to come out of it, and it was okay, but 9 yards gained is really not a lot. Screen pass. Got to cut it back inside. Try to get out of bounds if possible. Gibson showing off a little bit of speed there to the 47. Field goal is obtainable, and then obviously with that, you, of course, Ramondre in perfect timing. You play some defense. You hope to, at least. There goes Stevenson. Not going to really get help. I think with a guy like Stevenson, you stay in bounds and try to, break a tackle. Do we have time to hike this? We do. Not. Oh, no! I don't know if that was me or the accuracy, but not open, but ended up getting wide open. That is not fun. That is a bit of a blown opportunity. They're going to be bringing the heat. And that's going to be pressure. almost picked. Couldn't trust anything else. Every other look was open, but not clean. Look, I mean, look at these routes. I mean, the main guy I saw was Faulkner, but, like, that's Marlon Humphrey. The ball needs to be perfect. I don't trust that. I think flood drive, it's usually a setup play, but if you get enough time, you can throw those outs, which are really, like, strong. Even in the zone, Faulkner wins a route. Gets out of bounds. Damn. Roquan's in the zone, and he beat him. That's clutch. That is so clutch. There goes Polk. I wanted him to go upfield, try to get out of bounds, because clock is a problem. It's not so much a problem that I would, you know, decide to kick a field goal early, but, you know, trying to get out of bounds, get upfield with that is going to be important. Faulkner, great throw. Cuts upfield, and it works out. Roquan kind of has a new dad. Gonna be honest with you. This is a co-dad, co-parenting situation, as Faulkner has had a night. And that's meanwhile with a couple of drops. I didn't like that he cut upfield here. I didn't like that he wanted the touchdown. I wanted him to run through that catch, reach for the pylon if you can, but don't get stuck in bounds. And instead, gets the touchdown. I suppose puts us right back into it. And I kind of can't choose my play for an onside kick or anything like that. That's kind of fun. The only option is a super sim, which I imagine AI would go for an onside kick in a super sim, but that's really lackluster, dude. And I can't waste a timeout. This is fun. And we can't audible this. They're literally just going to give us this. A power squib? I mean, sure, it sounds like a freaking onside kick to me. A power squib. I don't know what the hell that is. It sounds like a car wash. No onside kick. I mean, we're really trusting this defense, which ironically enough, even if we get the stop, we're going to be pinned pretty deep anyways. Gamble. Oh, didn't need to save it, actually. Jelani Tavares all over it. All they need to do is get a first down, and they win this game. Let's keep Gamble close. Trying to get over there with Gamble. Great job. 3rd and 11. I think you still blitz. I can't get over in time. It's going to be a read option. We're not going to see it. Of all the plays, we didn't see a read option coming. We got guys coming off the edge there, and for some reason, they all bite down on the handoff, which is really not even worked anyways. And we get beat on the read option for the game winner. And I'm all over your place with this camera. Damn it. Yeah, I want to see our point of view. I want to see the loser's point of view. That is just awful. The one time. It's QB freaking sneak, power, read option, whatever. And we just aren't ready. As we lose the game 38-1 to 28. I think we actually won a game 31 to 28 earlier. Dropping back-to-back games. Interceptions are flying, though. That's really the big issue. The pressure is getting there, though. That is a huge factor. The pressure is causing these turnovers to exist. Unfortunately, they are losing us games. You know, we go from undefeated to start this episode to 6-2, which is not bad by any means, especially for a Patriots team, but damn. Also, shut the damn music off. I don't want to hear it. The Ultra Yap. Do they genuinely mind? Is this a meme? They're actually trolling us at this point. They literally, like, snuck a speaker into the private jet. Either way, we'll try to ignore it. Yards, very similar. Touchdowns, 3 for each team. We had 3 picks. They had 1. Stevenson, it's still going, by the way. Stevenson, 109. Great yards per carry. Henry was terrible, and we lost the game still. I mean, we did really well as a defense. It's just we didn't make the big plays when they needed to happen. We were a better pressure team, sort of. I mean, there's led to picks more than ours, but this is just all on the turnovers, really. And, of course, one new injury. Josh Uche is out for 3 games. Don't know if we have a bye week coming up here, but if we do, then maybe it's less. Top of the leaderboards for 2 categories on offense, but obviously we have played our game, whereas most of the other teams haven't. Baker and Mahomes will easily pass it up. It's like, what, 200 yards? Nothing big. Stevenson, on the other hand, probably holds his rushing title. Rushing touchdowns are low, though, for him, so we're going to try to see if we can get into the end zone more with him. Just get into the end zone more in general. Even with those 2 losses, though, we are still pretty firmly in the driver's seat of this division. The Ravens at 6-2, though, could compete for the number 1 seed as they're holding it right now with a tiebreaker when it comes down to it. Same with Jacksonville. Just The two teams we really didn't want to lose to in the AFC, and yet those are the exact teams we lost to in the damn AFC. What a game it was, but yeah, just too many mistakes. Unfortunately, we got to get those taken care of. A little more protection would be great, and of course, with the injury to Uche, there could still be a trade deadline trade. That would be the start of next episode, but once again, coming up, even more tough opponents, the Chargers and the Steelers, who have weapons. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya. And for the members, I appreciate you guys a ton. If you guys want to be sort of shouted out at the end of each of these videos, like these fellas, maybe click the join button next to subscribe, which is next to the channel icon, and potentially do that. It's up to you. And, of course, I appreciate you watching no matter what. Regardless, I'll see ya.